Hi, Gayle, and I'm looking forward to talking to you about Dragon at the Door, which is a really moving story about having second chances. It also deals with major issues of family violence confronting our society, and it centres on two characters, Stacey, who's closed the world on a much darker world and who wants to start again and who wants to be safe, and Ian, alone, naive, and with the best of intentions. The other character in the story is the country community and the farm where Stacey finds herself. You said the idea came from the show A Farmer Wants a Wife and people being alone. Can you tell us how it evolved from there, Gayle?
So I started out with the concept of farmer wants a wife with a chap being encouraged to go on it because he was alone. And so we know why Ian is isolated, but Stacey's here, she's penniless, she's stranded in a place she doesn't know. We don't know why, neither does Ian. And he could have chosen to push her away, but that would have been an easy pass. So I wanted to explore the coming together of two lost souls and what happens when her past resurfaces.
So Gayle, the door of the dark world that Stacey left behind is never quite closed. And can you talk about not only what this says about your character needing a second chance, but the social issues it represents for women like Stacey who are victims of family violence?
Yes, so we learn partway through the story that Stacey is indeed running from brutal domestic violence. And she's had to leave everything she knows to escape it. And I think that is just how it is for so many ladies, or even men in this circumstance, that they have to leave behind everything, that they're the ones who are deprived, not the perpetrators, that they're the ones who continue to live in fear. And I think that victims of domestic violence need help beyond the escape. They need help to feel safe in the future and to deal with the emotional scars that experience has left.
And Gayle, you did mention that your family are from the Wimmera and a country people, and that says something about how Ian responds and takes her in, because both of them show courage in that way, don't they? Stacey shows courage and Ian takes her in without knowing anything about her. What does that say about the character of the country and farmers and farm life in this story?
I think farmers and country people are used to looking after each other and looking out for each other. So Ian has this automatic carer response. He must help simply because he can and there's no one else there. And I think too that's very much traditional Aussie values, where we are here for each other in times of need. And Ian doesn't overthink things. He just gets things done, which is to me is a very country thing. You just get things done.
And you said you wanted the reader to come out of this with a sense of hope. Could you talk some more about that?
Yes, I can't imagine what it must be like for somebody to have to walk away from everybody and everything they know just to escape. And I was thinking, that in a way they're refugees in their own society, because they have had to leave everything behind. And I was hoping that the story embodies the concept that there are Ians out there. There are people and family, friends, workmates, aid agencies who can extend a helping hand, say, I've got you.
And how needed is that at the moment, Gayle, because we still have a shocking figures on domestic violence, family violence in Australia. The story has a very unexpected twist at the end, like an intake of breath twist. Could you talk about what this says about your story overall and the characters without giving anything away? Because
yes, I thought carefully how to answer this without giving anything away. So Ian has become Stacey's family and her son's family. He loves them and he wants to protect them. They know that they can depend on him, and he takes a very drastic action to keep them safe. And it's an action that perhaps we would not have expected of so gentle a soul, which I think just shows the desperation that he had to achieve that end. And I think maybe we need to wonder ourselves, how far would we go to protect someone of our own? And if we find ourselves wondering that, what is, as a society, can we do to make sure that this isn't the outcome?
And you want readers to really think about that?
Yes, because the outcome in this is although it achieves the end, is not how we would want it to be.
There needs
How
more
it should
needs to be
be.
done.
No.
No, it was quite a twist at the end. Gayle, would you now be able to read 100 words from your story and
Yes.
to complete this interview?
Okay, so I've chosen a passage where Stacey's past has resurfaced. Go now, Jayden, run to Daddy. Stacey held the back door open and watched Jayden until he disappeared behind the shed. She saw the visitor walk by the front window and ran out the back to halt him at the side of the house. He was a tall man with footballer's shoulders and a face chiselled deep with the furrows of lifetime's anger. Stacey clenched her fists. Jayden should be in the pine plantation by now. What do you want? I've come for my kid. I didn't have the baby. I miscarried. Yeah, then who was that kid I saw out front? Stacey's fingernails cut crescents in her palms. She said nothing. Where's my kid?
Oh, I've got crescent-shaped fingernails in the palms of my hand listening to that too. Thank you so much, Gayle. It was a great, powerful story and one that stories we need to hear as well. So thank you so much, Gayle.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.